Man, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though.
2-4 for the one time. I'ma get got, but I bet I gets mine. 2-4 to 2-6, and if I get got, then you know what I'ma get.
What up, beautiful people? This is the Get Got podcast presented by Prize Picks. Let's get it. This next segment is brought to you by Prize Picks, where you can win real cash by just picking more or less on your favorite players. Hey, Money, check this out, bro. Playoffs coming up. Running backs, 2 running backs that was in the news, not only just during the season, but in the offseason, free agent running backs, Derrick Henry. First, we're going to talk Derrick Henry. What you think Derrick Henry going to do in the playoffs, man? Ravens, they run the football, but we see him run the football every year, bro. You know what I'm saying? What you think he's going to do in the playoffs?
If my best bet for that young fella is to get at least 30 carries.
I feel you, bro.
And let that wear that defense out.
I feel you, bro. They probably going to play the Chargers or the Texans or somebody.
It don't matter who they play.
It don't matter.
It don't matter who they play. To go and tackle 250, 6, 10, however big that is, to do that for 4 quarters is going to be tough. Show love to the running back.
So, Money, what, he's second in the league this year. I think he got almost 1,800 yards or over 1,800 rushing yards. We saw Baltimore run the ball and lead the NFL in rushing last year as well, but they get to the playoffs, and the running backs, I think, in the playoffs in that NFC Championship game had 6 carries between all of them or something like that. It wasn't a lot of carries.
Look, man, you use the formula to get there. Keep that consistent and don't go away from it.
You heard it from Beast Mode, man.
You got a formula.
You heard it from Beast Mode. Now, what about Saquon? Saquon, Philly. 2K for Say.
Yeah, the ball every goddamn play. You know what I would do? I would bring up some of them offensive linemen that was on practice squad, and I put that tight end. I put that receiver.
Go big pack.
Everybody go get somebody. I go put a fullback tight end at quarterback and tell that to hand this ball off and become the lead blocker.
Hey, bro.
I put 10 offensive linemen on the field and tell them to go get everybody.
That's our offense, bro. But you know what?
Go get everybody. Go get everybody. We're going to get the ball. What you got? You average what 60, 70 plays offense? Maybe
60, 70 plays, something like that.
Yeah, 60. Every goddamn play.
Hey, bro.
You go hire whoever you need to hire to get that ready from Sunday to Sunday or the Saturday to whatever day they got the game, and make sure that they're ready to run. That's what you do. That's the game plan. Every play. And you know what you tell them? You run and you jump over everybody. You dig a tunnel and you get in that the Harriet Tubman Express Underground Railroad. You get on that and y'all follow this to the Super Bowl. That's what you do. That's what the you do. Call the cavalry and bring them to board and tell them to knock down anybody in front of you with a different color jersey on, referees included, because they're getting the right thing.
Nick Sirianni, I know you're a fan of the Get God Pod, man. Check this out, man. Listen to Beast Mode, man. So in Baltimore, Todd Monken, run the football, man. We're doing
run the football, man. And that ain't no biased thing on, like, you know what I mean? Like the running back shit, you feel me? Because I am a runner. You know what I mean? Because, I'm just saying, like, later in the year when it get to that point, like, that matter. And then, we'll talk about it. The trenches, like, that's where it come down to. Everybody on that A game, everybody ready, but whoever control them trenches. And usually what that, equal to is whether your running back have one of them days or he don't. And I would like to look at the statistics on that to see, like, what the winning percentage is from when you have a running back over 100, or we're just going to say productive in the game.
So
Versus
I don't know the full numbers, but I know like I've done it at least 10 times this season each week and looked over like who was out rushing the opponent in every matchup. And for most matchups, bro, if you win the ground game, you win the game. I mean, that's most matchups is like that.
Well, I mean, I would just be curious to see. And then, I mean, you got all these statisticians in the buildings. When you going to go get these stats and you see this, why are you not sharing this with the coordinator? And that should be right here on the frontal lobe. You know what I'm talking about? When you going into a situation like that.
Yeah, bro.
I don't get it. I don't know how you trick yourself out of football.
Running the football ain't sexy, bro. You know how it is.
But at the end of the year, the Lombardi Trophy is.
Want to entertain, bro. You know how that go.
Yeah, I get it. But what I just said was, you say it ain't running the ball ain't sexy, but you got jumping over, doing 360 spins. I don't know what you call that.
Thank you to our good friends at Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app. Peace.
The Get Got podcast is presented by Prize Pick, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 10 AMs active members.
It's playoff time, baby. It's now or never. Don't miss out on the last few weeks of football action with Prize Picks, the best place to win cash while watching the playoffs.
Make your playoffs memorable with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Prize Picks invites the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can even double your money, even if one of your picks doesn't hit.
Download the Prize Pick app today and use code GETGOT and get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GETGOT on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. We got Charles Woodson in the house on the Get Got pod. This is Oakland.
He's in the building, but he's not of
the building.
You know
there you go. In the building, not of the building.
If I'm in the building,
then he's of it.
I'm of
in the words of
building
too.
I'm in there. I'm one with it.
C Wood, welcome to the Get Got pod, man. What's going on with you, big dog?
Appreciate it. Good to see y'all, man.
Man, good to see you too, man. First of all, first thing I want to ask you about, man. We just saw a Heisman winner.
Yeah.
That has a lot of the tools and and Travis Hunter did a lot of things on the field that you have done.
Yeah.
Just talk about your thoughts on the Heisman winner and what do you think his best position is in the National Football League and so forth.
Man, just love watching this dude,
Congratulations, young fella.
Congrats.
First and foremost, you're right, man.
Congratulations,
on the
young
Heisman.
fella.
I got a chance to, congratulate him this morning on our Fox show. But just impressed because, we all played high school. I don't know. Did you play offense and defense in high school?
I was the kicker.
Offense and defense in high school.
Yep.
Like we all did that, but you kind of when you go to college, you kind of conform to the one side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people on the team come from I don't know how many people we had on the team, but small team.
Absolutely.
So you played everything. You get to college, you kind of just go into that mode. All right, I play defense or I play offense. I remember for me, after my freshman year, we lost Amani Toomer left, Mercury Hayes left. And so I went to the coach like, man, let me play a little offense. We lost two dogs. He was like, all right. So I did a little bit in spring.
Hold up. So you went to them.
Yeah.
They never thought of.
No. I went to the coach, man. Like, let me play a little bit on offense. Y'all can use me out there. I still got a little bit, still got a little bit in me. But on his end, for Dion to say, all right, we're not just going to let you play a little bit of offense. You playing offense.
Play receiver.
You gonna be featured.
You in the game
receiver.
plan.
You gonna be featured in the.
And to have that type of energy and stamina that you have to have because he playing at a high level. Like that's the thing with this whole thing is everybody just looks at the amount of plays that he played. 1,400 plays. Over 120 plays a game. Anybody can go out there and run around all day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when they need a play on defense, he was there to make the play. He's sticky on receivers, running around. They run across the field, he running with them. And then you get on offense and you running routes. Like y'all play, a team goes on a 7-8 play drive. The receiver usually come out the game. Mm-hmm. This man ain't coming out the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then he getting the ball. So you ain't just running routes. You getting the ball, you working, you getting tackled.
It adds more to it.
You're taking that, that punishment from getting tackled, having to fall down, get back up, and go do it again. That's why that man is a Heisman Trophy winner. And I in respect to, Genty.
Because I was hating. I wanted to see Genty with
you want to see the running back. I can dig it.
Anytime a back runs for 2,000, bro, you gotta.
Not taking anything away from running backs because the reason why I was a running back in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Before you get there, right? Hold on. Man.
There you go.
Look, I'm sorry though, man.
There you go.
That I worked with, Neil Punsela. He said, man, I played against C. Wood in high school. It dunked on me. I said, C. Wood bopped on you? He said, yeah. He like, so when I seen him playing DB, I'm like, hold on. There's no way in the world that they put this man at DB because he said when he played against us in high school, he had 6 rushing touchdowns and like 300
something yards. Yeah.
Oh, he knew the stats. Yeah, he knew.
Oh, he was for real when he was. And I was like, hold on, C. Wood he played running back. Yeah. And I'm like, damn, I know that's why that was one of my favorite players. But because I ain't never know that you played running back. I just knew you always was, dumbass raw with the ball in your hands, and I couldn't understand why they didn't put the ball in your hands more often. But
I used to tear my knees up in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like my knees was taking a beat. That's probably the reason. You know what I'm saying?
Back, bro.
So my knees would swell up, man. During the seasons, I would have to get my knee drained, and I was like, man, I ain't gonna survive like that. And so going to college, they was recruiting me. I'm like, coach, the coach that was recruiting me, I said, man, I'm playing defense. He was like,
oh, so they was recruiting you as a running back?
I ran for over 2,000 yards in high school.
You had 300 rushing yards and 6 touchdowns in a game.
That's what I'm saying.
He said you was toting that tater though.
I used to run that thing, man.
Bro, I don't know, bro. So I tried.
Well, you could tell when he got the ball in his hands. That ain't nothing but a runner.
Yeah. I know how to get to the pay dirt. I know how to get to the pay dirt. Yeah.
But I'm like, I was just trying to imagine, like, you in the running back stands, 7 and how many yards deep was you? You a fast.
About 7 yards deep.
You a 7 deep?
About 7 yards
deep.
He probably was a toes at 8 guy, man.
Yeah.
I was every bit of 7.
7 yards,
I try to get to 6.5.
Yeah, he trying to be as close as
trying to creep up.
I'm trying to get
He trying to get into the mix as fast as possible.
I'm trying to let my guy.
Yeah, let it happen.
Let my pullers get around. I'm trying to let my pullers get around. I got a little patience. Yeah, I got a little patience, a little vision.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I didn't need all of that. I had a
you running
I'm
through
the juggernaut. Yeah. I'm gonna run into the first. Even if he got on the same goddamn uniform I got on, getting hit regardless,
bruh.
You just running through their face.
Whoever is the first that's in position to hit me first, he got to get it.
That's what made me block, bro. Because he would hit me if I
running right up your back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm just looking. I mean, when I'm listening to him, everybody always come to, oh yeah, man, I play with you. Yeah. I'm like, oh for real. But when he was like, yeah, man, so he told me. First, he told me like you came and dropped like I don't know, it was probably like 30 in a hoop game.
Yeah, I can hoop a little bit too.
So I'm like, damn. I'm like, hold on. He like and dunked on me. I'm like, hold on. He dunked on you. I'm like, man, yeah, all right, bro. But then he tell me that you play running back and you had like 306 tugs in a game. I'm like, God damn, bro.
That's
like,
a lot of running, baby.
That's a whole lot of running, bro.
That was my thing because I was always Walter Payton. as a kid. You know, you in the hood,
Yeah.
y'all playing ball. Everybody pick who they are. I'm this guy, man. Walter Payton, Sweetness.
Sweet.
That was my guy.
That was the
You know
guy
what
for
I mean?
you.
Yeah.
So that was because I'm sorry, Mike, bro.
No,
Damn,
go
bro,
ahead.
I'm doing that because you don't understand what this mean to the. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
He like, yeah, because from Toledo.
He right around 45 minutes.
I'm like, so when he telling me this, I'm like, hold on. You mean see Wood from Ohio? I'm like, man, hell no, man.
Ohio got ballers though.
They
bro.
do. But
Ohio
I'm like,
got
my
ballers,
whole-
bro.
It was almost like, you know, they tell you stories about Disney and the real meaning behind they cartoons. Then you're like, damn, that's my childhood. Because I used to my childhood. I always thought you was from Oakland.
Who?
You.
You just
I ain't gonna even lie, I did.
I thought you was from Oakland.
Like when I was a young cat, I had to actually look
see
you
Wood
up.
from the town.
I actually had to look you up. I ain't gonna even lie, bro.
nigga, see Wood
I thought you was from
from the
Oakland. I ain't gonna even lie either, bro. Yeah. See, you was from Oakland too, bro.
Look,
I did, bro. I ain't gonna lie
I hate to do this.
Where did you think I went to school at? Where?
I don't know. I just thought you were P. Well, like, bam, man, see Wood, play for the Raiders, from the town. That come out and talk about. I said, and throw it up like Jack the Sneak, like he from the hundreds. He just didn't throw up his pinky and say like,
No, that's
I ain't gonna lie,
crazy.
so look,
bro. That's crazy.
So we was here at the event, man. And I'm like, damn, bro, I hate to do this to you, see Wood. Like, bro, this my cousin Phil, bro. You feel me? He love. Oh, what's up, C. Will? Yeah, what's up, man? What's up, woo, man? Woo. No, that's beast mode. So you go off, you know what I mean, get your cigar, go do your shit. He like, hey, Sean, bro. Hey, C. Wood just called you beast mode. He like, that's 2 times. My favorite players, Kobe called you beast mode. C. Wood called you beast mode. Like,
That's some
hey,
big
you
stuff,
really
bro.
You really beast mode,
You
huh?
really
He like, so this is, you know what I mean? I wasn't really big on watching like hella sports, but I love to play them.
Yeah.
So when, you know what I mean, when C Wood hit the scene, he always 2-4 everything, 2-4.
Everything.
2-4. C Wood, nigga, C. So when, I'm like, oh yeah, I see like, oh yeah, that you just, that's just another town, bro. Why you tripping, bro?
Man,
like, you feel me?
that's
That's
crazy.
how our
Yeah,
conversation go. Like, why you tripping off a town,
Yeah.
bro? Man, you probably go pull up on that in the deep or something. You know what I mean? We probably go to the Coliseum. We probably see something though. Like, but like, no, that's, you don't understand. That's C Wood, no. Like, bro, I'm from Oakland. C Wood from Oakland.
Man,
GP from Oakland.
Y'all done
I thought
Bruh,
was
crazy.
from the town, bro. I'm like, man, that is an Oakland nigga, bro. So when you tell me that, it's like, yeah, I played high school with him, and you know, I went to school in Toledo. And I'm like,
You trying to figure out, is he from the town?
Yeah,
Like,
he
man, where
trying to
you
say
from?
from the town.
you mean
Yeah.
Toledo? Toledo ain't in Oakland.
Man, that's crazy.
You crazy,
That's-
dog.
that's
But
crazy.
I swear to God, I thought
Yeah.
that. I'm like, brother, yeah, man, see, well, yeah, that's a real town, bro. You ain't got a trip, brother. You feel me?
No, that's
And then I find out that you wasn't. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, damn.
Yeah.
So then I was trying to figure out if all the credibility that I've been giving you in my mind this whole time, like, do I?
Playoff performance, staying fresh and confident with Dove. Postseason Freshness is sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care, where you can tackle whole body odor with Dove Men Whole Body Deodorant. That's what Beast Mode is spraying right there. All right, Beast Mode, your favorite playoff win?
The failed Mary.
That was in the playoffs? That was not in the playoffs.
It wasn't?
No, failed Mary was not in the playoffs.
All right, well, the other one did.
That was like, what other one?
the other one we beat.
I would
Green Bay
say-
ass.
Oh yeah, that was after the 2014 season. That was that
It was that one. That
My
one was
favorite
good, too.
playoff win was when we beat the Niners, because the Niners was the team that drafted me. It was like, you know, the guys that I just was leading the stretch with. You know what I'm saying? And then we beat them to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, and we was fresh while we was doing it. Did you just spray under your ass?
No. Don't worry about it. Hey,
Well, did you just do that
don't be,
beside
your
me,
thoughts
bro?
shouldn't be concerned with my ass.
I'm not concerned with that. I'm just saying, bro. Beast over here farting, man. We'll get back to y'all later.
Mike, you know what I wish we had back when we was playing, blood?
No, tell me more, money.
Some of this shit right here. You know, after the game, after you out there doing your thing, bro, you know, you get a little bit musty. So, you know what I mean? I would have loved to just, because it's convenient, you feel me?
Yeah. Money, you did smell a little bit like some ass back then. Now you got Dove Men Plus Care, whole body deal for when we do the podcast. You smelling fresh.
So look, man, I ain't gonna hold you though, man. This helped with me, you know what I mean, when I got a little bit of sweaty armpits, you feel me though? And then I could take it there if I need to go there, or I could spray that thing anywhere, you feel me?
I no longer have to worry about sweating and smelling as I watch my guy Josh Allen. We call him the bazooka. Bills Mafia stand all the way up, run the ball. I'm feeling good in my Dove whole body deal.
This long lasting 72-hour odor protection, and the spray goes on instantly dry. Whether it's your pits, your privates, your stinking ass feet, it got you. Discover whole body freshness and care with Dove Men's Plus Care whole body deal. Get everywhere care, even down there. Find it at Walmart today.
Unstoppable is the inspiring true story of Anthony Robles, who was born with one leg, but whose indomitable spirit and unbreakable resolve empowered him to defy the odds and pursue his dream.
It took everything he had, but he was able to defy the odds and become an NCAA wrestling champion with the help and support of his family and his coaches.
Damn, money. You know, I always love watching people persevere and overcome adversity. This gonna be some good, man.
Jennifer Lopez. Damn, we got J-Lo playing Anthony Mama in this. Who helped Anthony get his? Okay.
You won't want to miss this star-studded cast. Jarrell Jerome, Jennifer Lopez, Don Cheadle, Michael Pena, and Bobby Cannavale in this emotional and powerful movie, Unstoppable, released exclusively on Prime Video globally on January 16th.
That's right, my boy. January 16th on Prime Video. Be sure to check it out and watch our guy Anthony get his.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You was like embodied what it is to be an Oakland Raider.
You
know
no
what
doubt.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what's that like?
That's man.
You know
That's,
what I mean?
That's love, man. That's love, man. I love the town, man. I loved my time, you know, playing for the Raiders. You know, I'm always, you know, think about now. You know, we talking about. I was talking to somebody earlier, just talking about the Coliseum. And then whatever what the Warriors was called, you know what I'm saying? Like that whole little mecca of sports is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like to me that's crazy because I was in the mix of it when the A's was good.
Yeah.
You know, you went to the basketball games, that Coliseum, you was still playing on dirt. You know, the baseball fields half the year.
I still got scammed.
Right, that was a you know, that's the last of a dying breed. You know what I'm saying in terms of stadiums was concerned, but in terms of just the town, you know, I was out in the town, so people saw me. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys I rode with, man, we was out and about. We was, you know, Sweet Jimmy's and
Jimmy,
you know what I'm saying? The Oak Tree Mingles was my Bruh, I was at the work. I was in Mingles. I was down there, man. We used to hit Fridays on Friday night, man, and we used to go hit the little corner bar, and we would post up in that Fridays. Like that was a little hangout spot. Like I was out, so people see me, but the town, man, to me, there's so much. The town reminds me of Detroit. You know, and Detroit's right next to Ann Arbor, where I went to school. You know what I'm saying? They cousins.
Detroit. Yeah.
They cousins. But there's so much talent in Oakland, you know, in terms of like the arts, you know, music, art, real art. You know what I mean? And people are real down to earth people, you know what I'm saying? But they real. You know what I mean? So town was that, man. So hey, man, I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was from the town. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
shout out to the town, man. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you because, like, you went,
Yeah.
I mean, regardless to whatever, you know what I mean, however you did, you know what I mean, as far as the team-wise, like, because we had C. Wood in the town play for the Raiders, like, just like now, every year is the year that we gonna win the Super Bowl.
Every year.
It just made it even better that we had 2-4 back there with the little chin strap hang, the sauce. Like, what's happening? And then the way he went about everything. Oh, he player and he hella smooth. Like, man, probably gotta have at least like 40 toes out there on the blade on E14. He gotta be a pimp, bro.
What?
Because he was hella smooth. Like, he gotta be a pimp. He gotta have a couple toes on E14. He got to. He out there checking trap out. Like, hey, what's happening? Come drop that, you know what I mean? Hey, baby, come to the, you know what I mean? Pull up in something foreign. Or old school, didn't matter. You know what I mean? The way he rocked, it could have went either way.
Yeah.
Or it might be an old school one day, or it might have been something foreign the next day. But in town minds, like, yeah, C Wood a real talent, bro. And then I mean it just elevated. And then, you know what I mean, considering I go to Cal and I try to get number 10, and they like, yeah, well, you know, one of the seniors got it, so what you got? It was no hesitation. Oh, yeah.
A 2-4.
Throw me a 2-4. And then from there, it was like, all right, when I was able to get 10, I went back to it. But then when I went to the league, T. McGee, shout out T. McGee. T. McGee had 24 in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to get, he just wanted a couple more dollars than what I was willing to.
Oh, he was trying to shake you
Yeah.
down. A couple dollars.
He tried to shake you down.
He wanted a couple more dollars than what I could afford. So, you know what I mean? But when I got the opportunity to get back in it, it was no brainer. But one of my biggest moments that, you know what I mean, I haven't been able to, or I have never talked about, was the fact that, you know what I mean, when I went to the Raiders, because I found out that they was about to leave the town, was I remember going there and holler at Bob, like, hey, bro, you know what I mean, on 24, he like, you know, Marshawn, I got a lot of respect for you. I love the out of you, dog.
Yeah.
But I can't make that call.
Yeah.
He's like, you gotta holler at Willie Brown, recipes.
Yep.
Then you gotta, cause he was still in the building.
Yep. Oh,
Then
yeah.
you gotta holler at C. Wood.
Willie Brown.
Hold up. So you wanted 2-4. You had to holler. They made.
I had to go talk to Willie Brown.
Willie B.
And he was in the
He was
in
there,
the facility though.
Yep.
Okay.
So I went to him, got his blessing, and he like, all right, well, you know what I mean, we gonna call C. Wood and we gonna see what's up. So I got on the phone like, hey, C. Wood, what's up, bro? This Beast Mode. He like, oh, what's up? You feel me? I'm like, hey, man, now I'm like, damn, I got one of them. Hey, man, I got one of them starstruck moments. Like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You know, I just signed with the Raiders. Man, I want to, and then I remember Langston Ellison, blood. Look that up when I tell you that. And I was like, this is how I remember it. I'm like, hey, I remember, I was like, hey, C Wood, hey, Mr. Charles Wood, hey, C Wood, hey, like,
You remember?
He was a little smoother than that.
I just signed with the Raiders. You know, is it gonna be cool? Like, C Wood, like, is it cool if I could I put on like, you know,
man, he going
number,
on and on, man.
Like the number 24, hey, can I can I wear number 24?
Yeah.
And he like, hell yeah, like, man, hell yeah, you feel me? For sure, like, man, I'll be out, like, I could wear 2-4. He like, hell yeah, man. So I'm like, hold on. So I put it on speaker so Bob can hear, like, hey, no, he said I could wear 24. Like, yeah, put 24 on the back of that helmet.
Thing. This
Hey, man, you know how the song go, man. You know how the song go. I'm really from Oakland, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you really from Oakland?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, how you ain't gotta really ask me. To me, really, it's more about Willie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Willie Brown, to me, that's the man.
Straight
you know what I
up,
mean?
yeah.
He the father of bump and run. You know, you always see the videos of him taking the pick back in the Super Bowl. Like, me and Willie Brown used to always go back and forth. Like, I'll be like, Brown, you know, I'm the real 2-4. You know what I'm saying? Brown be like, see, well, you ain't. I'm the 2-4. You know what I mean? So, for him, that's who he really needed to go through. But yeah, I remember that call, man. And to me, it was like, dude, you ain't got to ask me, man. You are the town, man. You put it on. I know what you're gonna do. when you put it on. So it ain't nothing you got to really be asking me. You know what I mean? So respect.
Man, but that
respect.
that was a blessing for me though.
Was it tough to leave Oakland when I know you left Oakland, you went to Green Bay. Was it tough to leave the first time? I know business is business, but
yeah,
you were attached.
Yeah, I was. I never thought I would leave Oakland. I always tell people that myself and Darryl Russell, you know, all the guys on the team used to always say, "Oh, y'all Al's guys. Y'all Al's guys. Y'all gonna be Raiders forever." You know what I mean? And little time went past. I really dealt with a few little injuries along the way, and so I ended up getting franchised twice.
Okay.
And after that second one,
that let you know right there.
Yeah.
Kinda.
After that second one, I think if I remember correctly, I think Mike Lombardi was the GM, and he was like, "There's no value to bringing Charles back to the Raiders," and I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That's some cold blood to say." And at that moment, it wasn't no trying to go, you know, and talk. I wish I would have sat down directly with Al, because Tim Brown used to always talk directly to Al. You know what I'm saying?
Different conversation.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never went upstairs really. You know, we used to call it upstairs, man.
Yeah.
Man, he came from upstairs. What you doing upstairs, bro? You know what I mean?
We gotta inform him.
Yeah.
You gotta inform him.
Yeah.
But I never talked to him directly. So it was, to me, it was just reading, man, no value to bringing Charles back. At that moment, I was gone. I didn't know where I was going to go, but I was like, ain't no need for me to talk to nobody. I'm out. And so it was tough to my ego a little bit, but in terms of leaving, I was like, man, I'm out. I'm gone. And so I left, of course, and I played in Green Bay, had 7 great years there.
I was hoping.
Come on.
I didn't want to go to none of that. That was
As a matter of fact.
that was, you know what I mean?
Hold up, get your mic. Now, what you want to make sure we
Man,
catch
my bad.
it?
Oh
Man.
my God, you terrible.
I just want to make sure we catch it. That's what I mean. That's not corporate.
You just stopped the real moment.
We got what?
You just stopped the real moment.
Man.
That's a fine. What you going?
Hey, now Green Bay ain't big on free agents. You know what I'm saying? The big free agents was at the time Reggie White,
But that was
right? And then me.
Yeah.
And then there came a time when this man was running out his welcome in Buffalo.
Oh, y'all was in on it too.
Oh, in Buffalo.
Y'all was in on it too.
He out there. He kind of out there in the ether a little bit.
Number one.
And they say, you know what? What's the whisper about? Oh man, we might be able to get Marshawn. Who? Yeah, man, for real. Oh, snap. Him and 12
Yeah.
got a relationship.
Oh,
They
so it's
Cal.
easy. Yeah. It's
A-Rod say, man, I talked to Marshawn. Marshawn say he'll come here.
Right now.
Oh, it's on
and popping, baby.
And I don't know what the contract was and all that, but it wasn't a whole lot to get him there.
Yeah.
Now what happened? What would happen after that? It ain't got nothing to do with that. We say it's on. We got 12, and we got Beast Mode behind them.
John Snyder won't.
It's a wrap.
John Snyder won't gonna let that happen.
It's a wrap. It wasn't John.
I'm talking about, and that's when you went to Seattle.
But because John had just
This
left.
before,
John
John just left.
Yeah,
But see,
but I'm
this
saying
was
Seattle
2000
ended up getting them. John,
Y'all-
I know they ended up getting him
because they.
But we could have got this man. He was coming. He would have came.
I was on the way.
on the way
who
to-
y'all had at the time?
Ted Thompson.
Head
GM.
coach.
Oh, the head Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy,
yeah.
right? So this
Mike
what
McCarthy.
happened. Y'all came to play us week 4 in Buffalo. It was either week 4 or it was the game before the deadline of the trade situation.
Okay.
So y'all came to play us. I come over to the beginning of the game, go talk to, because y'all had Desmond Bishop at linebacker too.
Yeah.
So I come talk to Dez and A-Rod, like, hey man, you feel me? Like, hey man, just tell him to make the trade. So that way I can just leave from Buffalo and fly back to Green Bay with y'all.
Just come back
He
with
like,
y'all.
look, man, I done had to talk with him and
Yeah.
blase, this, that, and the third, all that. So I'm like, all right. So, finna get ready to break. A-Rod like, hey, Marshawn, come here. I'm like, what's up with it, man? You feel me? He like, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. This game right here, it's an audition. It's an audition, for our team on whether they're gonna pull the trigger or not.
So what was you supposed to do? Beat
I was supposed to go at
just do his thing. Just beat me and
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
So I'm
that
like,
don't make sense right there. But
he knew what he was doing.
I got you.
So I'm like, hell yeah, like, ooh. Mind you, I'm still tweaked out.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean? Yeah, you got on 21.
21.
Yeah, 21.
21 with them, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I don't feel so bad if I got to go and get this because it's not the 2-4 that I know. So
he done switch sides.
So that's fair game right now. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, boom. We go. Now, real talk, bro, they gave me I had probably like 12 carries, maybe like 90 yards, you know what I mean, after the game.
That's a hell of an average.
So look, I go and talk to A-Rod after the game, like, hey, what's up? Is y'all gonna leave? He like, man, I talked to him, you know what I mean, woo, this, that, and the third. So we going through the tunnel. Man, I go and run and catch up with Mike McCarthy, like, hey, I come and grab, I'm like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Am I gonna get on the plane with y'all to go back to
You
to
break
Green Bay
all
or
types
whatever?
of NFL rules right now.
Hey, this man tampering with himself.
tampering with himself.
Man, all I know is I was trying to get gone, man. They don't tell you all that. But all I knew was, man, I got to get up out of here. So I'm like, what's up? Like, I'm gonna get on the plane with y'all to leave? And like, hey, I'm in there with y'all. Like, I'm in my mind, like,
it's done.
I'm a Green Bay Packer. When A-Rod told me, like, you know what I mean, this is an evaluation, I'm thinking in my mind, like, okay,
I'm gonna get that.
I'm at practice.
On me now,
I'm at practice for the Green Bay Packers, and they want to see, you know what I mean, what I bring to the table. If I'm, you know what I mean, washed up or whatever they've been saying about it or how I go. But in my mind, it's like, okay, I'm gonna treat like 907 drills, and I'm going in. I don't care about nothing, but I just know I need to showcase, you know what I mean, what I'm talking about. And I had
What year was
2010.
The year they let you got traded.
Same year.
Snyder won't let you get it, man.
And all they kept saying was Green Bay don't build through trades. They like to build through the draft. They want their guys
unless
and this,
there's
that,
certain individuals, bro. Right. You would have been one of those certain individuals.
Right.
Well, they did not pull the trigger in that.
We win another Super Bowl. That man in the backfield.
Facts.
100%. I know this hypothetical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, if we could have had this man in the backfield with 12, oh my God.
Let me ask you.
I think about that all the time. I ain't gonna lie, because I should have more than one Super Bowl.
Well,
that's I know how y'all feel about the Super Bowl. I should have more than one Super Bowl.
I'm with you. He should have more than one.
Yeah.
Obviously, and again, you ain't got to get in this conversation. I'm talking to C-Wood right now. Okay. All right. I believe Aaron Rodgers should have more than one.
Yeah.
To me, he's too good of a talent that's been in this league for him to only have had one. To in your opinion, in your professional opinion, why doesn't he have more than one?
One, I think, they definitely let an opportunity slip away coming to y'all when they was up 16-0. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about in the playoff game?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there was an opportunity that game. I felt like the way they called that game, they had a couple of times they was inside you guys' 10-yard line early. 10 yards, 5 yards, and they kicked field goals. And they should have been thinking touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So they got up 16, and
first half.
You guys, kind of climbed back. And I remember, I always feel like, because I tried to go back to Green Bay. I came back to Oakland.
Yeah.
They brought Julius Peppers in. Julius Peppers was another free agent I wanted when I was in Green Bay. They brought Julius in, and I called Ted and I called Mike, and I said, hey, man, what y'all think about bringing me back? And they was like, oh, no, we just going to go with the young fellas. Crush me. I said, y'all just brought this man in here. I got Clay. I got Julius on one side.
Oh, yeah, the ball
I got
coming
all
out.
this in the middle.
Yeah, the ball
Don't worry
coming
about
out.
nothing in the middle.
AJ Hawk.
And they said, we are going to roll with the young guys. There was a play that happened in that game. Morgan Burnett got an interception. And I remember.
Was that the game threw like 5 picks?
Russell threw 4, I think.
Yeah.
In that
Threw
game.
a bunch of
He
picks.
threw a bunch.
He had 2 of them.
And so with me, in my room, in my DB room, if we get a pick, I sometimes the coaches be like, oh, we get a pick in this situation, get down. I'd always tell my guys, get a block. I don't need you kneeling. Don't get down. We about to try to get yak. Morgan Burnett got that interception. And guys was like, get down.
Yeah.
And he had a whole.
If he keeps going, he might still be running today. If I'm on that team, if they bring me back on that team, Morgan Burnett does not get down in that guy. Because we don't do that.
Yeah, we
not
don't
in my
do that.
not in my room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one opportunity. But aside from that, you know what I mean?
No, I feel you on that though, bro.
Yeah, he's A-Rod and the Packers, they had some opportunities. I think they had the teams to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you run into the Niners. Sometimes you run into a team that seems like they have your number. We ran into the Giants twice. One time,
That cold
NFC
game.
Championship.
Yep.
Ran into that one. They got the D-line. That boy tucked them.
They were different.
OC.
They had 4 rushers.
Man, they was.
that was
You know what I'm
different
saying?
that year,
4
bro.
guys, they can
That's
get
it.
the A-Rod. You know what I mean? That crushes. Then we ran into him again in 2011 after we won.
Yeah.
Same type deal. And then we ran into San Fran, and I remember playing San Fran and looking across the field at their sideline. And I kind of looked at our sideline. I was like, whoo, there's some monsters over there.
Just looking at just the size.
P.
and the-
Willis,
Yeah.
Bowman, Justin Smith.
That was the
Smith.
years that we were battling in the NFC West with them. After I left them.
Yeah,
you know
bro.
what I mean?
Them
we were
boys, they
running
was
their
looking
ass
like
up,
grown
though.
men over there,
It was
man.
they were different beasts.
different dudes. So, I mean, sometimes you just run into some teams, man, along your journey, and it don't allow you to pass over to that other side. So he stuck with one.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I know. And then, I know he went to the Jets and that kind of hadn't, gone the way he wanted. I just always thought Aaron Rodgers too great of an arm talent to have as many Super Bowls as I had. And I just played fullback, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
if they'd have got the man beast mode, we'd be telling a different story.
Because I for sure, I thought I was a Green Bay Packer. And I remember going up there. EB was the running back coach in 2007 when I was.
That good Bennett. Yeah.
When I was coming out, and I'm like, man, they took me to what's that, like a Texas Roadhouse, but it was the Green Bay.
In Green Bay.
version.
Yeah.
And I just remember sitting there and they talking to me, and it's hella cold outside and all this kind of. And I'm like, Green Bay, like, but man, A-Rod here, you feel me? I'll be able to play with my. You feel me though? With him tough, and all I remember, I just kept on digging in this little jar.
The little peanut.
Throwing
Throw him on the floor.
On the floor here, like shit.
Yeah.
So y'all want me to come here and play running back?
Yeah.
What number draft pick y'all got? Hold on, I missed some over here. You said what number y'all got again?
Yeah.
Like damn, like you know what I mean, and from what you know what I mean, the agent talking about was if I didn't go to Buffalo, then the next pick would have been
Green Bay.
to Green Bay.
Oh, they were gonna draft you? That was
Yeah.
your agent said.
But I didn't make it to Green Bay.
What year was that?
2007.
That was
Okay,
the
so
AP
A-Rod
draft.
came in 2005.
Yeah.
You would have came in.
Yeah.
Hell, y'all would have had a young core for a long time with that, bro.
Man, trust me.
Oh, I wanted that. So
Long
because
time,
I mean,
bro. It's cold up there though, bro. You'd have had.
He played in Buffalo.
Back
In
height.
Buffalo.
Yeah, the back sometimes, get tight in the cold.
Do you not hear what I'm
His
saying?
dad played in Buffalo.
played in
That's true.
Buffalo
on that raggedy turf too.
I know,
That
dog.
shit,
I hated
boy.
playing
Yeah.
in Buffalo.
It was
Yeah.
cold.
So that raggedy
But Green
turf.
Bay-
That raggedy turf. That old.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
old
yeah,
joint.
yeah.
It went, I think it was. I remember y'all came to who you had. Was Huff over there?
I wasn't there when Huff was there.
2000. What was that? 2007. Who was
Huff was probably there at that time.
And
Yeah.
where at
At Oakland, yeah, because I left in 2006.
Huff was in 2006 with me. He was in my draft.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
then-
yeah.
But they Raiders had came to to Buffalo to play. I'm like, damn, bro, I'm really playing against the Raiders. Like, I'm such a starstruck at just playing against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Like, damn, but
The home team.
Yeah, but it was one of my better games.
I want to actually want to ask both of y'all this, because none of us was in college when you could be paid legally. Now the guys can be paid legally. How was
I could tell by that.
How was your life?
You probably don't even need to go to the goddamn NFL.
Like I'm saying, like, would you have left early? Like, how would being paid in college would have affected how you attacked the National Football League? Because I look back and I just think for myself, I couldn't have had money at that time. I needed to kind of have to fight for stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's me being 40 looking backwards.
Yeah, I don't think it would have affected me leaving, because of, I was going to be a high draft pick. So leaving, it wouldn't have made a difference. But I think going into college, it would have made a difference because you got to think about it. You went to Penn State, right? You went to Cal. I ended up going to Michigan. And so I took my official visits to Michigan, Miami, and Notre Dame.
I bet you had a ball in
right.
Miami.
So I had a good time.
How you ain't end up at the U?
I had a good time. Well, I didn't end up at the U because I really love Michigan. So that was, Michigan was always at the top. But let's say we go back to 95 and I got these schools looking, and this school say 250,000. This school say 750,000. This school say $1 million. Well, what are you gonna do? Like, I love Michigan, but y'all what?
Yeah, we got.
That's probably where I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole new ball game in that respect. In terms of, who did you like coming out?
Miami.
You like Miami?
Yeah.
Why did you go to Miami?
Because they wanted me to play safety.
They wanted you to play safety.
I wanted to play offense.
And then you end
What
up
if they play
full,
safety?
man.
You know what I'm
I might
saying?
have been there. Because I remember Larry Coker coming to me saying, bro, we got this kid, Sean Taylor
Taylor.
coming.
Yeah.
We got Ed Reed. He told me everybody they had. I said, but I want to play quarterback.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't go there.
You wouldn't have played safety.
I'd play linebacker. I probably would end up playing. End up playing linebacker. Well, Ed was on his way out. Ed was on his way out.
Mike, you wouldn't have played football, bro.
Crazy.
You would have been in tech out of Miami. You would have been in computer science. And
you said I could have played him?
Hell no, you would have been doing media communications.
You said, man.
Boy, you would have had a communications.
whatever.
What is that called?
A degree. I would have had one. I got one of those anyway.
You would have been using it. Like I wouldn't have had no Super Bowl.
Hey, he'd have been behind the camera.
You would have been Jacob Roach. Oh my God! It was like, hey, Mike Rob, change my camera up a little bit.
Wanted to go to
Hey, C Wood, lift your mic up.
You lift your mic up.
Damn.
Hey, C Wood, don't get into the jokes. Don't get into the jokes with
You
this
got to
dude.
put
My man say, Sean Taylor, Ed Reed, safety. Yeah, you go to Penn State.
Yeah, you ain't.
Ed Reed was on his way out.
Yeah, you go to Penn State.
That's why I wanted to go. But
football.
I feel you though, bro. The money change. The money changes the game.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
They got to. They definitely got to regulate it. What about you, Beast?
Do you think that's changing the integrity of the game of football?
Well, see, I do, because I don't think kids go to college for championships no more. I went to Penn State for the opportunity to win a championship, right?
They was saucy
and
like
go to the league and stuff like that. Yeah, they was. I mean, they had a rep, just that and the third. You know what I mean? But now, like you said, if I could just, if the money is the money, this is what I'm getting paid. This is the highest bidder.
Yeah. Well,
I
think there's an element of almost like, not that guys ain't trying to win a championship, because everybody want to win a championship. But if you think about the Buckeyes this past year, they spent, $15 million in NIL. Well, those guys was trying to go there because they think they getting stacked. So it's almost like basketball guys, teams trying to build the super teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, if I got this guy coming, they gonna pay me. I'm coming. They got this guy at this position. He's coming. Well, we going there. One, they paying us, but man, we can win a championship. So I think it's a different dynamic. So I won't say the kids ain't going to try to win championship, because everybody would love at the end of the year to hoist that trophy.
Would those kids have gone there without the money?
But that's the game now. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna go certain places now because of the money. It's not that I grew up like in Michigan. Okay. If I had the opportunity to go to Michigan, man, I'm going to Michigan because I love that wing helmet. I love the maize and blue. You know what I mean? But if I'm getting paid and there's 2 or 3 teams that's offering me, man, I love Michigan, but boy, they offering a lot of money over here. I'm going over here.
Yeah, but that team over here don't have no opportunity to go to the championship. Michigan would because of who they play.
Would depend on what type of player. Would depend on what kind of player I am, though.
But if
that's true.
So if it's Michigan or if it's the Buckeyes or it's Penn State, it's Miami.
Let's say between Michigan and West Virginia. West Virginia give you the bag, though.
Hold on,
you gonna go there, but you ain't winning no championship.
I'm gonna think about that. Just because it's West Virginia, so I don't know about West Virginia, right? They might offer some money, but
and that's just an example.
If West Virginia's offering, then I gotta imagine I got a couple more over here. That's power forward or whatever.
I got you.
I'm probably gonna go there. So if we talking a couple dollars here and there, then I don't have to go to West Virginia. I can go here. But you're making the decisions based on some paper.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
But I don't think that if a team is willing to go and put up that type of bread, I don't think that they not in their mindset like
in contention.
Yeah. For a championship.
Yeah.
Team, like, for instance, like, you look at my school, right, at Cal. They done had some tough years or whatever, you feel me, though? Their big thing is, hey, you gonna come here and you gonna get an education that's out this world. That's the draw, right? But then you talk about these power schools, though, like
a national championship ain't the draw there.
With
part of
the money, though,
it's a part of it.
But when you talk about
still part of it.
But when you talk about the money, though, right? And you talk about one of these power schools, like, I think they offering that type of money to these individuals, knowing that, all right, we gonna get this back in a sense of, because we gonna win a championship. We gonna be, playoff, CBS playoff, CFD playoff.
CFP. Yep.
With the mindset that this is why we are offering the money.
Yeah, so if you're Alabama, you thinking championship.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because you feel like you're buying it. Because you're buying the best players.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I get it, man. I don't know. Maybe because I just didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying?
And you sound like
and I'm not hating. They just said maybe because I didn't get paid, so I didn't have those factors to have to.
You trying to wrap your mind around?
Yeah, you still wasn't gonna be getting paid.
You was a hate. You talking about a hater, bro?
Wasn't not gonna be playing no football in Miami.
Oh man,
you gonna still go there with that, bro?
I'm just saying though. Have you ever had a teammate that you played with that was, was raw. It was right.
Okay.
Couldn't get in the right position. And if you didn't, coach him up and put him in the right position to be successful, he'd be all over the place.
That's how I was to him.
You ever had a player
you had to get him right?
I had to make sure, we had meetings and make sure his protections were straight. I played quarterback, so I had to make sure Coach Sherman would say, man, you talk to Beast tonight? Yeah. Make sure his protections and stuff straight. You know what I'm saying? You make sure, did you go over there and see him after hours? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's straight. We good.
No, for me, it wasn't so much as teaching guys what to be, but it was guys asking me, what do I see?
Hell yeah.
How you're seeing the game.
It was more of that, like, man, why did you do that? What did you see? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so myself, I always felt like I had really good play recall. So if I watched it on the film, then I saw it on the field, then, just depending on what we playing, I'm gonna know what y'all trying to do to me and attack me. So I might look like I'm in the wrong spot, but I know where to be when that play pop off or what you about to do. So then I would kind of get those questions. Man, why'd you line up that way? You know
Did that ever cause conflict for you?
As far as,
because what it sounds like is you, let me do this because now I want to see. Because it sounds like you got like your intelligence for the game, right? And then you do have a coach, but players are more susceptible to coming to you and asking you questions.
Oh, but between me and the coach.
Yeah.
Versus what the coach is. Like,
gotcha.
how did that...
Got you.
How did that...
It's a fine line. It's a fine line.
How you deal with that?
Because I would have to tell guys, because the coach wasn't going to be able to tell me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if I
All right.
I got some experience.
Well, you got functional
I know what I'm
experience
doing. I know how to do this thing. But the guys, they want to be able to do that too. And so when they come ask me, I have to be like, hey, listen, this is why I play it this way. This is what I saw. Now, I heard what the coach told you in the meeting. So if you're going to try to do something the way I do it, you better make the play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't make the play, it's a good chance you get sent home, you don't play no more, whatever. They're not going to be able to take me out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I might make a mistake, but I'm gonna be able to make up for it somehow. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm gonna turn into a football player at some point. If it don't go the way I thought, I'm just gonna be a football player. But if the coach tells you to do something, right? Most guys in a position, they gotta do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I just always preface it like, you can do it. I'm gonna tell you, but you gotta take it with you know what I'm saying? You gotta be accountable for, you know what I mean? And sometimes I would have to tell the coach too, like, hey man, I'm letting you know, man, I told such and such to do a certain thing.
Part.
Yeah.
Because
You know
I was
what I mean?
gonna ask, like, have a player ever came to you and was like, hey, see, Will, how you play that? You know what I mean? What made you do X, Y, and Z, blase, blase, versus what the coach told me. And then beginning of the game, and they try and do what C would do.
Oh
but
man, dude.
then like, coach, I tried to. I mean, C Wood said he.
No, I'll tell you one example. We were playing in Pittsburgh, and I had a corner, man, DJ, may he rest in peace. He was the corner,
Rest in peace.
and every time Pittsburgh got in, like 13 personnel, AB would be out by himself, and they always ran this little, 12 to 15 yard over route. Right, I'm playing safety at this time, so I'm doing my film, my due diligence during the week, and I've seen this man 4 or 5 times. You see something 4 or 5 times, you're like, man, they always do this little over. I told DJ, I said, hey man, listen, they come out in this 13, they put AB over here. This is how it's gonna play out. I said, I know Ben Roethlisberger is watching me, and he know I'm aggressive. I might jump something. I said, so when they run this over, I said, I'm going to jump it. All right. Now, they may run a double off of it. Yeah. That's fine. But I want you to climb behind me.
To get my back.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, I swear, if this man didn't run this over and I'm downhill for the pick, AB double move upfield. In my mind, I said, we got him. I turned like this, and that man right beside me.
Chasing.
I said, oh no. Ben done threw it up top. We got to chase AB down. I'm like, DJ, what you doing? Because I already know when I get to the sideline, they look, I'm deep middle.
Yeah.
See, Wood, man, what you doing? I said, man,
Damn. You know what?
My bad.
There it is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My bad. But I told, what I'm saying? Like I said, I said, DJ, man, I told you, man. What was you doing? Man, my bad. I zoned out. I said, don't worry about it. But I'm going to be okay. You know what I'm saying? Coach, I mean, it ain't so much the coach can do. Mm-hmm. But like, dude, you got to be right.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You the one they might take out of the game.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, those are the kind of instances where I got some experience. I know how to watch film. I know when I see something over and over, I'm like, oh man, we get that. I ain't no hesitation.
And see, what
I'm gone.
I gotta imagine that because of that football IQ, because of the experience you brought to a lot of locker rooms, that's the reason why you were in. You know what I mean? The coaches wanted you to be in there to have that type of that type of influence. My question is, in the way offenses are today, right? You may have a guy like Lamar Jackson, pull it on a read option. First of all, he can hand it, he can keep it. You got, the tight end, Mark Andrews in the flat. So that's another option. Then you might have Bateman running a post at the same time in the same area of the field, flooding the zone. Number one, could you? I know you could play in this league, but what's your thoughts on offenses today? And what do defenses need to do or not do or continue to do? So I don't know.
Well, it's just the NFL now is college.
That's exactly.
I mean, it's college offenses, and so NFL defenses now are a little more prepared because we've seen it now. So especially that zone read that Lamar runs, but back before it really became prevalent in the NFL, you ain't account for the quarterback. So you always a progression short.
So
you know what I'm saying?
So I want our listeners to understand what we'll see what it's talking about when the defense is not accounting for the quarterback. That means essentially it's 11 defenders on 10
exactly
offensive players. So you guys always keep an extra defender to have leverage. That's like the mentality of the defense. My bad. Go ahead.
You got to, and then it's fundamentals. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like in that offense, when that quarterback has that option to read, you know what I'm saying? Like if there's any breakdown, I'm helping coach my son's high school team.
Good
right?
for you, bro.
And so when that back is lined up to your side, you're the defensive end. If you don't get blocked, don't you run your ass down in there.
Yeah, it's happening.
You know what I'm saying?
It's happening. Yeah.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the pressure is on the defense too. You got to be playing the game within the game. You know what I mean? So if you line up and you see the running back to your side, there's a possibility that play is coming. If this tackle and that guard block down and nobody's blocking you, they want you to block yourself.
Yeah.
Take yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's one of those things you got to rep it, but then you got to keep reminding them during the game because it's gonna happen fast. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna come off the field. You can be like, man, did they block you? No. Well, why did you crash down on that running back?
Because I saw the ball, coach.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then the quarterback is out the back door.
Yeah.
So you got to get them to, it's a repetition thing, and guys got to see it. Mm-hmm. When we played San Francisco in 2011, Kaepernick just came on board.
Was that 150 yards he had?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I remember that.
We didn't really practice for that during the week. And so we played a lot of zone dogs. Mm-hmm. And so in zone dogs, you always taught never cross your 3. Mm-hmm. All right, so it's a receiver, Michael Crabtree, running back, Kaepernick. We don't really rep it during the week, so I don't think about Kaepernick. Right. I only think about Crabtree, running back. Mm-hmm. So Crabtree crashes down. All right. So now when he crashes down, now I'm looking to the 3. The 3 is the running back. Mm-hmm. I ain't think about Kaepernick.
The quarterback, yeah.
So Crabtree comes down, running back comes through the hole. I go to tackle the running back. Running back doesn't have the ball, but I'm not tripping because Crabtree don't have the ball. The running back don't have the ball. And then when I turn and look, Kaepernick's up the side. So the progression is 1, my guy Crabtree 2, 3 the running back, 4 is Kaepernick. But in my eyes, I don't account for Kaepernick.
Part of the whole
so when you taught not to cross your 3, bam, he turns into the new number 2.
Into the 2, yeah.
We fried.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's one of them things, man. If you don't rep it, it'll catch you at the wrong time. And at that point, man, Kaepernick was up there and I'm chasing him. I had broke my collarbone that year. I got these heavy ass shoulder pads on. Boy, I looked like I was running in mud.
Mm-hmm. So when because I know at some point you figured out in that game, like, I'm sorry, because that game was dope. At some point you figured out in that game. Well, not for us. I'm just saying, like, to watch it. At some point y'all figured out, okay, they running this read option. The quarterback's a runner. The quarterback's live. Because it wasn't repped that much during the week, how do you adjust? How does a defense in the league adjust to something that hadn't really been repped?
You got to get to another coverage. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got to sit down in a coverage. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, in that zone dogs, man, when things start crossing, you got different responsibilities.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So in order to combat that, let's sit in the zone. Let's sit in cover 2.
Stay a little bit more vanilla so you can see everything.
Just sit down, man. You got to get your bearings about yourself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of coaches are they're philosophy driven. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. This is what we gonna run. Come hell or high water, that's what we gonna do.
But if your players can't,
You know what I'm saying? It sounds good in theory, like we're gonna do this. But when somebody is tearing your ass off, there's some other things in your playbook that you can get to that can kind of settle you down, settle the players down to get a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you can, like if you play cover 2, everybody know how to play cover 2. You can play fast. You know what I mean? But San Fran, y'all know how they running schemes is and how they pulling this.
Greg Roman calling them plays back then.
Things get hairy, especially in zone pressure. It gets a little hairy. You know what I'm saying?
They had some good down.
They had some good stuff.
Remember,
Yeah.
I remember looking like, damn, why I can't get none of them plays that they running Frank on? You just see that in the backfield, and then all of a sudden you see that in the end zone throwing the ball down. Like, what?
Bro, running the air out that thing.
Bro, I've been blessed, bro. I got an opportunity to block for this dude.
Yeah.
I believe is a Hall of Famer, Frank Gore, who I believe is also a Hall of Famer, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, his physical presence and the way he ran the football, I don't believe will be matched.
Where you block for Frank?
Oh, before I got to him.
Yeah.
Frank had 2,000-yard seasons with me.
And where?
In San Francisco. I got moved to fullback when Mike Martz became our offensive coordinator in 07 or 08 or something like that. And he played basically with 2 halfbacks. And then when I got to Seattle, the call with Pete, his whole thing was I like smaller fullbacks, so you play fullback here. But I believe Frank had some of the best eyes. He could find space where nobody really knows space. And Beast created space where like that Beastquake, bro, we blocked it so wrong, dog. Like it was power. We blocked everybody blocked it wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody blocked it the right way, but he scored and it was one of the greatest runs ever. We talk about backs a lot on this show. Obviously, we 2 runners. I know you watch a lot of ball. Now, from a defensive back standpoint, could you just talk about some of the guys that you like that's currently playing in this league right now?
At the running back position?
No.
Or just
DB. I'm talking about DB.
DBs.
We talk about running backs because we runners, but man, I'm just
damn, you hella strong.
I know, bro.
You know they homies. You know what I'm saying? you know they homies. You know they homies.
Squeeze on
bro. Calling me a freeloader. Not a freeloader. What you call me?
Overachiever.
Overachiever. Try hard. You a try hard, man.
That was your words.
Yeah, that was my I put a little something on it.
He put some steak on that thing right there. Some of your DBs, man.
Man, probably at the top, man, Patrick Surtain.
Baller.
Out of Denver, man. Tall, long, can move, good hips. He travels around. You know what I'm saying? Trying to think.
What do you think about?
I need a minute because I
damn, Mike, you on the spot.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's all good.
I'll get back to you. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna ask some stuff. What you think about the kid out there in because I think he's balling, a young kid out there in New England, Christian Gonzalez.
All over the place.
All over the place. He's one of them other ones that get active, man.
One of them guys we don't think about it a lot because he way over there in New England.
Bro.
If Brady was still there or something, you probably you'll watch him more.
Yeah.
They're not good, but man, he's one of those guys. I'm trying to think of a young guy who just kind of watching now recently. Young kid from Toledo. You talking about Toledo earlier? Quinyon Mitchell up in with the
Philly?
Eagles. With the Eagles,
he could be defensive rookie of the year, bro. He playing that well.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Oh, so I went to training camp.
He doing?
I went to training camp, right?
Yep.
I took my brother. Philly, my brother's favorite team, right? Took my brother to training camp, right? So I'm out there, I'm working, I'm doing interviews and stuff. And Quinyon is like, he with the ones.
Yeah.
He balling, bro. And he is in AJ face every single play. It's that competitive, that fun competitive thing, right? And My brother liked the Eagles. He like, man, what Bradbury at? Man, Bradbury, my guy, right? And I'm sitting there like, Bradbury a little pissed off right now.
Yeah. You ain't gonna get no run with Buddy.
He ain't gonna get no run with this young kid out here balling like
Buddy
that.
got confidence too.
And he will hit, man. He will tackle, man. That's one thing I like.
Jalen is Ramsey he's always been one of my favorites because he can play a lot like I play because he can play all over the field. You know, he was on the outside. See him a lot more now inside. Yeah, he'll hit you.
Yes, he will. He's a big dude too, bro.
Yep, he can cover. So
what I like about Ramsey, man, he knows what his weaknesses are, and he plays the game in a smart way so that you can't expose him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Knows where his help is all the time, and he funnels guys where he needs to funnel them. I like the kid Cooper DeJean out in Philly too, man, in the nickel, man.
Yeah, Cooper
white boy, man. He got some flavor. The white DB? Yeah, bro. He got some flavor with him, bro.
No, man. That's the only thing I know about white DBs, man.
He got some flavor, though, bro.
We was in a bowl game, man, and, man, shout out Big Red, man. We was playing against Texas A&M. Big Red. And you feel me? We had fat dice game in the hotel. I don't even know how we hooked up, but we had a dice game. We stinging their ass. We hitting their ass with every point. You feel me though? Me, D-Jack, my cousin Phil, my cousin Rojo, we running it up on these. D-Jack talking like, yeah, man, you feel me? We hitting you in this dice game, and when the game come, who gonna be guarding me? And they say the DB name, and man, who is that? Point to the corner, bro. It's a white boy over there, and they like, and D-Jack was like, hold on. Y'all think a white boy finna? Man, get out. Oh, we about to beat the out of y'all. Ain't no white boy finna guard me. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, cuz.
So in my head, that's the only thing I got for white DB. So he one of them ones?
Cooper.
Coop, show me what's happening, my boy. Hey, Coop, shout out.
Yeah.
But I want to see if you can guard DJ.
Yeah.
San Fran.
Yeah.
He rocking the deuce.
He plays well, man. I like
nice.
Kirby Joseph out there and Branch, the two safeties.
Oh, the safeties.
Out there in Detroit.
Oh, they killing. Kirby leading the league in picks still, ain't he?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. Branch is a monster.
He is, man. He can play back and he can play in the
Branch
box,
is a monster.
Man, well, I want to know it because you move around. You corner safety in the neck. You know what I mean? Like, the transition from that, right, to play all of them positions, right? Is it a different mindset that you had to have for each one of them? And then how do you get to that point where it's like,
that's a good question.
It's like, you know what? Is it more so like, I'm just raw and I'm C. Wood. You know what? Let me just try something at safety. Or you know what? Let me get in the nick. Let me see what the nick talk. Or is it more so like, okay, this is what the game plan is. This is what we need to do. We gonna need you here, bro. Or you know what? You know what?
Yeah,
it ain't what it was. Go back.
It was a transition from. Let me back up. I always felt like if you just put me on the field, I'm good because I can play football. I got football. You know, I can. You know, I understand spacing. I understand what teams trying to do. So I'm gonna be able to survive anywhere on the football field. That's for one. Two. In terms of playing corner, you have a game plan. A lot of times, you know, if you at the corner, and I played for Oakland, so we always play man to man. So you got a guy. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, you running around with him all day, so you're not as much as concerned with everything else. You kind of I gotta stop this guy. Yeah. Of course, you figuring out what they run out of certain things. But then when you get into the nickel, it's different because you got to worry about guys on side of you. You know what I'm saying? Linebacker, I might be in the box. With nickel, you in the run game.
Yeah, you got to run for it. You got to run. You got a gap.
You know what I'm saying?
So I remember you in that box.
Yeah.
And so I do. I didn't want to bring it up, but I kind of set you up, but just a little bit because, I had this particular run in the game when the Raiders came down to came up to Seattle and. You know what I mean? I had a goal line run and, you know what I mean? Somebody came and stuck their head in there. You know what I mean? I
to my defense,
I'm not saying
Wow.
your lineman was helping you too.
Hey, look, I will take.
So you remember the play?
I will take whatever.
I'm gonna stick my head in there.
Look, Mike.
I ain't got enough ass for that.
Mike,
I ain't got enough ass for that, Mike.
Mike, I got hit.
Hey,
Mike, I
got enough ass for that.
Mike, I got hit in the backfield.
What am I?
What I'm saying, Mike? Got hit in the backfield. You know what I mean?
Oh, you took him in there?
I got hit in the backfield now. You know what I mean? And then, the carriage came and took a ride. You know what I mean? we should have charged fare or a toll.
I had my tool belt on, Mike, but I didn't have enough tools in there to help out. You know what I'm saying? But just in terms of the nickel position, because you in the run, so it's like linebackers. They gotta be careful because play action. You end up in that box and then they hit you over the head. So all of that stuff you got to be aware of. But in terms of playing safety, it was different because when I first moved to safety, I kind of played it like corner, meaning I reacted to everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Quarterback look like he throwing, I'm moving. And so he ain't throwing it there. He throwing it over there. So he moving me, like a joystick. And so I was like, man, I got a lot of wasted movement out here. Now I'm gonna make a lot of tackles and all that stuff, but when it came to moving me out the middle of that field, I was getting moved too much, man. I'm like, man, this ain't cool. Something's not right. I really can't really figure out what it is. And then we got Marcus Robertson. And Marcus played Tennessee Titans. Yeah, I think he might have played for Seattle for a year. I can't remember. But anyway, he was he ended up being my safeties coach in Oakland. And Marcus, this man has the position broke down in a way that I had never seen in my life. And I'm talking about he's got the whole entire field mapped out yardage-wise. What the distance is from this hash, distance from the hash to the sideline, distance if you 20 yards back.
He gave you landmarks.
Dude, it was elaborate. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, he said, look, if you start out right here and the quarterback throws it here, if you in this spot,
you can get there.
You can get there. He said, but if you end up over here and he throws it there, you can't get there. But if you start from right here, he said, all right, now watch that quarterback. Watch him drop back. Watch him look one way and then watch him load up the other way. Mm-hmm. You got to be patient though. So you got to backpedal. So when he turned this way, no quarterback throws the ball like this. No. If he gonna throw it, he got to load up. So you got to be patient and read it.
Hold on.
So you watching the nuances of the box.
This.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right. This probably gonna sound like some.
What you gonna say? Go
like some amateur. Right. This from that deep with all this moving in front of you backpedaling all. This look different from this.
Who? 100%.
But they can see all that, bro.
You can't throw you ain't throwing the ball here. So the quarterback, the quarterback go look. Listen, the quarterback. The quarterback is gonna move you, looking. All right. And then he gonna do this. Mm-hmm. You ain't throwing the ball. When he get ready to throw,
you gonna load up.
Open up.
You'll see what I'm saying? Load up.
You have to watch. So when that quarterback drop back, I'm in the middle of the field. Quarterback looks here. He's not throwing the ball. But if I jump that way, he watching me.
Yeah.
I move off that spot. Bam. I'm coming back. You see it all the time. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You see that quarterback back up. He backs up. He looks this way. He scans. He can see that. He sees that safety move. He got that seam route coming. See that? He know it. Mm-hmm. Bam. He hit him. It's over.
That's cold.
So when Marcus got there, Marcus said, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm going to get you back in the Pro Bowl. Year 18, I make the Pro Bowl. Messing around with Mark Rob. So shout out to Mark Rob.
Hey, you know how coach. Look, that's crazy because I remember when I started getting like to year like 6 on up, then I started just thinking like, okay, yeah, this, 12-inch step versus 6-inch step. versus what the linebackers looking at. But I remember I was listening to Ray Lewis talk, and he was like, yeah, man, I watch running backs from, where they line up at to, the first step they take, how they move their shoulders when they get ready to do, X, Y, and Z. But, break down the running back position from, a defensive standpoint and what they looking at. So how I modeled my game was to be in the same position every time, no matter what the play call was. So I didn't tell a tale to the defense, understanding that they look. I talked to Brandon Meebang the other day, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell it, but he broke down a quarterback, and he was like, and John Randall gave us a story about this too, which is why, let me give you your flowers right quick, which is why you are who you are, considering how you just broke down that whole situation. Because I would have never thought that you would be able to pay attention to a quarterback doing this versus this to indicate whether they was finna get ready to do what they gonna do. But he was telling me, like, every time this particular quarterback comes to the line of scrimmage, he wipes his hand on his towel 2 times. And this ain't John Randall. He wiped his hand on the towel twice, and 100% of the times, it's a pass. If he come to the to the line of scrimmage, and he don't wipe his hand, or he wipe it 1 time, it's 100% a handoff. And I said, bro, what are you doing? First of all,
human beings got routines, bro. That's what we all do. So, if you watched yourself, you would have some routines, bro.
Which is why I said I tried to line up and make everything the same, regardless to whatever the play call was. But when I'm thinking about it from a defensive standpoint and saying that, you pay attention to that, I couldn't even imagine, or I wouldn't even start to begin if I'm watching film on somebody.
Yeah.
He said, because I watch and I'm looking at the tendencies as far as, okay, they move a tight end, or this guard does this, that tackle does that, running back this, wide receiver, blah, 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 quarterback. And he say, you can't get no other tail indication of nothing that's going on besides
that towel.
Wipe his hand on the towel 2 times when it's a pass versus when he wipe it once or never and it's a run. And I'm like, damn, bro, you get defense play. You get that involved in the game.
One guy, I won't say his name, but quarterback.
Tom Brady.
In the shotgun. No, it wasn't Tom Brady, but if he was in a shotgun, and I might get it backwards because I can't remember, but if his feet were even, it was a run. If his feet were staggered, it was a pass.
Oh, that's
how you echo that call.
You know what I'm saying?
That's Peyton.
It could be Peyton.
Yeah, that was Peyton.
And I'm not talking about Peyton, but it was another guy. But that's just an example of it. Probably in their mind, they probably not never really thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they just do it. But we watch film, we see it. You're like, man.
But I also think it comes from the nature of what defense is. Offense is on the attack. I'm reacting to something. So these guys are going to have certain tendencies.
But is it amazing to you that because it's called offense and it's called defense, that they protect themselves differently? If that makes sense. Defensive players play as if they're on offense. Offensive players are defenders.
Some.
Now, I played as a defensive player. I'd say defensive minded. In the mindset of I want to hit, right? But most offensive players, I think offense, and this might be some, the mental that I have in my mind because of how I was raised. But when I think offense, I'm thinking I'm attacking you as far as I need to do something to you right now to, you know what I mean? But when you think defense,
your interpretation, I get what you're trying to say, but you're on the offensive.
Yeah.
You attacking. You're on the offensive. A lot of players on defense play defensive. I played offensive on defense because I wasn't trying to attack what you was trying to do. You were on offense you're playing offensively. You ain't playing defense. You ain't playing not to get hit.
And you're not trying to
what I'm
stop somebody.
Because I'm saying most receivers, when they catch the ball, they go and they curl up.
They playing defensive.
That's defensive to me.
That's defensive.
But when you get,
But the nature of offense,
if I get, I'm finna go.
You're,
you know what I mean?
You're playing. You're being offensive.
You're on the
you're
offensive.
on the attack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
See, that's why we needed you here.
That's why.
today.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because to me, I'm like, damn, bro. You know what I mean? Offense, play offense, defense, play defense. And then I used to be like, man, well, you know what? And I don't know why.
The guys on defense that play defensive, they wait on stuff.
yeah.
And they always a step behind.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet you do.
Because I catch on their heels,
I bet you
or
do.
I catch them second guessing.
Yep.
But in the sense of, you know, I mean, because I individuals who play the game and they use they mental. I call them like heady.
Mm-hmm.
So you heady. You know,
Well,
you
you
cerebral.
You talked about Ray Lewis. Is it's funny because you can pick stuff up from anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And because I play in the box, you know what I mean. Certain things you got to read in the run game.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to Ray one time, and he was just like, "Man, I just read that triangle."
The middle triangle. Oh my goodness.
I said,
That's when
"Man."
I had to read the middle triangle.
Yeah.
Every time used to have those
What you
conversations.
talking about? He's like,
Yeah.
guard, back, guard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. So I as I'm watching film, I kind of watching these pullers.
Take
or
you
what-
to the ball every time. It's
That's it.
weird.
Swear to God, man. One time I was in that box in that guard pull, and I ran with it.
Follow him. It take you right to the ball.
Thank you.
Dang. I said, man, I'm Ray Lewis.
He just simplified
It'll take you right to the ball
I'm Ray
every
Lewis.
time, big
You know what I'm
dog.
saying?
And the
But,
thing
you know,
is, man, see, man, because football players get a knock. Oh, they stupid and they just meatheads and all that.
No.
But when you break it down like that, how you just did, and then you think about doing that, how you break that down, an average will look at that and be like, oh yeah, I could do that.
Right.
Because they think you have the time that you just explained it to process what is going on.
Yeah.
They don't know that you really only got maximum maybe 6 seconds.
Not even.
Not
even.
Too long.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's weird.
Because if I miss the puller, somebody is cutting me off. I can't get there. That's gonna happen.
So-
like
so-
that.
I'm saying within a play.
So
That's what I'm
money.
saying. Within the play.
But then this is that was just a fraction of what the whole play was. So you really only got maybe that much time to process everything that you just broke down with how you just explained to us. But you don't have that time. And to be able to process that and then act on it, but then to execute it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You can't look at an individual and say because they in a bruise sport that they stupid.
They not
or
that they not thinking.
that they not intelligent. I can think.
That storyline is
faster.
on purpose.
I can
guys.
think faster than the average person in 2.5 seconds and know whether I use this in my everyday life on whether how somebody greet me, on if I feel a threat or, you know what I mean, if this person is coming to engage with me
Right.
with a particular
Agenda.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Can get that within like within the what's up or the hello or the whatever the case may be. Now I don't know if that's from the football or based off of how
That's life.
That's human. That's
experience,
human.
football.
you know what I mean?
Human, bro.
Because
All of it.
we look at situations you put in there. You know what I mean? What's up can mean so many different things. And what's up could start World War III and nobody even under.
Right.
Damn, C Wood, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
See
But-
what? I want to get his get got story.
No, hell no. How much time we got with you? We
been on
kidnapping.
I'm
Put chains on the because I wanted to because
chains on the door.
If anybody sit down with you, they for sure it's gonna be about, you know what I mean, the game just because of what you mean to the game. And then for me, because of what you mean to where I'm from. But then also, you know what I mean, having a play into why I chose 24. It's a few reasons to that. You are one of them, Griffey, my Uncle Phil, and you mean some other situations that, you know what I mean, I got going on back in the crib. But you are a part of the reason why I wanted to be in the number 24. And then as I've been watching you grow, yeah, I think that's the right way, right?
Yeah.
Because you older than. As I've been watching your journey and all that's going on.
I like journey.
Yeah, the journey, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you into everything, right? You into everything. And I mean, you know, from the cigars to the whiskeys and all, like your transition from football into the business world, right? Like me being, you know what I mean, like I said, looking up to you, you know what I mean, and, you know, watching the foundation that you build, and then, you know what I mean, not trying to recreate the wheel, but taking the steps that you done laid the foundation for, and growing as a man, like, because you got a lot of going on that don't got nothing to do with, you know what I mean, the sport.
Football, right.
But the transition from the sport into the business world, and then all your business ventures that you do have going on, what's some of the things that you want to, you know what I mean, give a nod to, a shout out to, or, you know what I mean, things that individuals may not know about Seawood that they can, you know what I mean, still be connected with Seawood, even though he's not on the field, but ways that they can still be supportive and shit that you have going on in the world.
Yeah, man. So you guys see the whiskey bottles there. You just talked about it. And I'm gonna take it back because you talk about the business and, you know, kind of not being connected with football. Even though I have these other things, you know, Woodson whiskey, Intercept wines, there's still a connection with football because one, the reason or one of the ways that I got involved with wine is through football. So Napa Valley, that was our training camp in wine country every week. That's how I first got affiliated.
And that's when I got introduced to it.
Proximity, just being up there.
right there.
But the thing about the business part of it is that you guys understand. You played on a championship team. Like, you know how everything has to fit together in order for you to put that type of season together to get there. It ain't no different than the business part of the whiskey, the wine. Like, you got to have, I don't know everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. I got to have the proper people around me who can help me get to where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have people that you can trust. You got to have people that respect the vision, you know, and where you're trying to go. And so that you know, that sentiment, if you will, comes from playing in the team sport where, you know, man, if your team's sorry, man, you start off. I start off 0-10 one year, man. Team was horrible.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's tough, bro.
You can't get to where you're trying to go. You out of the playoffs before you know what I'm saying, before the season's over. Like, you mathematically out of it. And that's the way the business is. If it start off wrong, you might be mathematically out of it before you ever started.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there's a proper way that you start. You know, you think big, start small. You know what I'm saying? So with the whiskey, we started on a smaller scale. You know, we've been really good at trying to just get the brand out there, push it out there, and make sure people are seeing it. But it's not just me that's doing it. So I always give a lot of credit, you know what I'm saying, to the teams that I'm with Intercept Wines, with my whiskey team. We got a big presence here in Las Vegas. You know, we're in the stadium with the official bourbon of you know, the Las Vegas Raiders. I got a partnership with the University of Michigan. And to kind of go back to the football not being separated, those partnerships, man, are grown from what I did at those particular places, what I did in college, what I did here with the Raiders. You know what I mean? Yeah. I always tell people, man, don't burn no bridges. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know when it's gonna, you know, circle back around, and you're gonna be talking to these people saying, hey, man, I have a product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would like my product to be a part of the Raiders. I would like it to be a part of the University of Michigan, places where I go to eat. Hey, I have a product. Do you mind if I come in and you taste my product? Oh yeah, Charles, come on in, man. You know what I'm saying? You always come, support us, blah, blah, blah.
And that's from the relationships.
That's for relationships. It's all relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's all relationships. And then you doing your due diligence in terms of making sure that the product or whatever it is that you are, putting in front of people, that's legit too.
Yeah.
Because I always tell people I'm always able to get in the door. Oh, Charles, yeah, bring it in. We'll try it. And a lot of people are skeptical. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, here's another athlete. He got his name on the bottle. All right, Charles, yeah, let me try it out. Oh man, Charles, this is really good. You know what I'm saying? So all of my product, like all of the tastings that go involved with what that's gonna look like, taste like, I'm in that 100% because if I'm talking to someone and I'm trying to get my product as a part of their business, I gotta be passionate about what they're tasting, what they're trying. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So you gotta be all in, and then you got to have the proper team around you to make it grow. You know what I mean? So I'm enjoying it. I'm having a great time, man, with it. So
stop withholding the information because I got a tequila, I got some cigars. Give me the blueprint so I could go run up at Cal, so I could go run up to Seahawks and Raiders and Buffalo, so I could go ahead and get my tequila and all that shit up in there too.
What's the name of your tequila first and foremost?
Tromba.
Say it again? Tromba.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in here?
It was. I don't know if they got any more. It's probably one of these
one of those
showcases right here.
Yeah.
Cause I think I came and did my event was it the day after or the day before? What was that? The first before or after? We had the first Pro Bowl that I did here.
Yeah.
You did the event here,
Got it.
and then I doubled back and did an event. And celebrity bartender here, and we had our Trumba here.
Yeah, really the secret is you got to get it in front of people.
Yeah, that's it.
Exposure. You got to get it in front of people. Because
what you're
basically what you're telling me.
Well,
how we do.
That's why I said you're a real. I said you're a real talent.
Hey.
Hold on.
Hey, product placement is key. You got these. You got these cigars here.
Yeah.
Beast Mode. That's you.
Yeah.
Why your tequila not there?
You want the truth?
No, I don't want the truth.
Well, I can't do nothing but give it to you. I'm a Haim sipper. That's
whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
I know how it go, man. Yeah. So look, let me tell you.
You just told me.
Yes.
All right.
Look.
Well, you just asked me what's the blueprint.
I'm not.
Why is Trumba not sitting there beside Beast Mode?
I tell you, because I'm a Haim sipper.
I don't care what you sip.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't gonna ask you that because
you got to. You got to.
You like your product.
So look, let me tell you why. I'll tell you why.
You
asked me if I like my product. Hell yeah.
Okay.
So this is the thing though, right? I'm a Haim sipper by DNA.
All right.
You feel me?
Okay. I'm with that.
Now the thing is, around getting loaded and like experimenting. And then what he did was he mixed some tequila and some Hennessy together. And I found out that I like it. And I came up with something called Patronessy. So that's my new love for tequila. But the thing is, I really, really with it if it's mixed with Hennessy. So when you say why it's not here.
Is this something that you working on? Is this like something
just say you're working on it, B. Just say you're working on it,
The thing is, I'm not sure how I could get tequila
and
and cognac to actually come together to find a common ground to say, hey, you know what, we're going to create a Patronessy for Marshawn to make this something, bigger than what it is.
Man, that's
now,
gasoline.
You just spit it out into the ether. So guess what? If it's something, first of all, you got that Patronessy trademark.
Yeah.
You need to knock that all right now. You understand me? Before this thing get cut.
Yeah.
Before this thing get cut, you need to do that right now. And if that's really something that might hit, they'll contact you.
It's a thing for sure. For sure.
They'll be looking for you.
It's a thing. I mean, I'm talking about worldwide though.
Yeah.
It tastes like gasoline.
Do not. Probably more. The bad part about it is
terrible.
It's smoother than Hennessy, and then it's smoother than tequila by itself. When you mix it, I don't know how, but you know the compounds.
It sounds to me like you got to have the right ratio.
Yeah. Look, no. It's a science to this, and I know it is very much. Every time I give the bartender the secret sauce to how to do this. You know what I'm talking about? But the thing is, if you mix it wrong, then you're gonna be like, oh, what is it? But when you with the professional at what, you know what I mean, watch out, you know what I mean?
You need
Doctor performance surgery.
You need to get with a scientist.
I'm right here.
A chemist.
I'm right here. I went to Cal. You know
that don't
what I
mean
I'm
nothing. That don't mean nothing. Look, hey, see,
no, that mean I'm smarter than that.
See,
what that means is you might mix something.
Yeah, that's all that means.
Yeah.
He experimented for real.
And that should have had you.
Oh, there you go. Lord.
That's what you said.
That's all he.
That's what you selling.
It's more something like
you ain't slick.
You
ain't slick.
Man, I know I'm gonna get got.
Before we get you out of here, bro, just to Get Got Pod. Years ago, I did an interview with Beast Mode over here, and he said the famous line, you know, I may get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got.
Right.
We gonna have to let this hear the interview so he could say this.
Did I say it the wrong way?
You always say it
whatever,
wrong.
man. Let me ask the question. Okay. Has there ever been a time on the field that you got? I'm sure it has, but a story you'd like to elaborate on.
Yeah, I got. We talked earlier about the Packers not being able to get through New York, and we play in New York, and it's a championship game, and they have Brandon Jacobs.
Ooh,
big
shit.
Yeah.
And you know, you guys have seen me play. I'm always ball searching. Like I'm trying to find a way to get to the ball. So they had a play where, you know, I think they motioned the guy down, but he's gonna block down. Y'all know how y'all try to make a cornerback gotta make the tackle.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about, actually.
He motioned.
No, that's for you.
He motioned. And
that's it.
it's trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma, okay.
There you go.
Oh, you done this before?
A few times.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Motion down, hand the ball. I know I got to tackle Brandon Jacobs, so I can see the ball. So my mind is really on the ball. I'm not really thinking about Brandon. I'm thinking about the ball.
Hold on, man.
But before it happens,
bro.
Before it happens,
that is a 265.
No,
he's like 260. He's 6'7", 285.
He huge.
You cannot not see that.
I'm not thinking about him because I think I can get to the ball because there's nobody to block me. So I know the handoff's gonna happen quick. I'm gonna be able to get to him, kind of get this ball out somehow. But when he gets the ball, he's leaning. And man, bro, slept me for about a second, and I hit the ground, and
So you were asleep on your feet?
I was asleep. I knew I was in the air. And I hit the ground.
Oh, you was in the air.
Woke me up. Oh, he knocked me off my feet. I hit the ground, came to, and I remember one of the D linemen looking at me like, Wood, you all right? And I was like, man, get me up. And it was like negative 20 degrees. Something crazy.
Yeah, it was terrible out there, bro.
Man, the rest of the night, man, I don't even know half the things that happened.
You just a guy out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And it was a rough, you know, we end up losing in overtime. But my whole day was just shaky. I was on the sideline like, oh man, I'm dying on.
Oh, he messed you up.
Oh, dude, I'm through. I'm through.
That extra
so,
negative 20 probably didn't help.
Yeah, they didn't help, man.
No.
It didn't help because he hit me. Then I hit the hard ground, and it was a wrap. So he got me, man. I've been having nightmares like that.
Well, thanks for coming through the pod,
you
man.
You know this young fella right here?
Yeah,
This Golden Tate.
I just ran in the Golden the other day.
You ever lined up across from that?
Every time I came out there, we played you guys.
What he do?
Y'all
man?
played us in the y'all got the we got again on the failed Mary.
That won't fail. That was a catch. That was a catch, bro.
Man, it was
That was a catch, bro.
Hey, man.
That was a catch, bro.
Failed Mary. Yeah.
Check out,
Yeah.
That was a catch.
You know what I'm talking about? You feel me?
Yeah, that's that Woodson.
Where we can go get this at?
WoodsonWhiskey.com. You can get it here at the 8 lines. Look how you try to slide. But I'm gonna get back to that failed Mary. But y'all go and check that thing out, man.
Man, I know I'm gonna get got. But I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though.
2-4 for the one time. I'ma get got, but I bet I get mine. 2-4 to 2-6, and if I get got, then you know what I'ma get.